So we're just about set to go. Canada wearing red and will attack from left to right on your screen. The United States wearing white, and we are underway from Investors Group Field in Winnipeg. Ball launched forward immediately to test that young Canadian back line. That is Rebecca Quinn, letting the ball go into touch, and so Erin McLeod will put it back in play. But Zura Yek, as you pointed out, on the left side, Rebecca Quinn beside her, and Kadisha Buchanan beside her in the middle. Those three teenagers, the veteran at the back, Rian Wilkinson. She's 31. The others are teenagers. Really incredible when you see that, and we'll watch for how they perform today in this match against the United States.
Well, talking to John Herman, he's been very proud of them. They've been moving forward. They've been getting better and better, and this is a real test to see just how far they've come.
Down the left side, that's José Belanger with the ball. Can't get it into the middle to Christine Sinclair, who will roam around a little bit tonight with Janelle Foligno, technically the lone striker up front. Launch forward for Wambach. Played out wide. That's the header from Kadisha Buchanan, who's actually making her 21st appearance for the national team, even though she's just 18 at the University of Virginia. Zura Yek, meantime, she's still in high school back in Mississauga, making her 8th appearance for Canada. Buchanan over the top of Abby Wambach. And so Kadisha Buchanan not afraid to get stuck in there against Abby Wambach, who is a little bit slow to get up, but she'll fight on, no question. 167 goals, and Kadisha Buchanan just 18 years old.
Yeah, and Buchanan's very physical. She likes getting close and attacking the ball. That's pretty well done by the young 18-year-old.
Meantime, that's Erin McLeod trying to keep that ball in play to prevent a corner kick. Was unable to do so, and so the first corner kick of the match will go to the United States. Heading over to take the corner kick will be Lauren Holiday. If the name doesn't sound familiar, does Lauren Cheney sound familiar? Lauren Holiday used to be Lauren Cheney, but she married Drew Holiday, the NBA's New Orleans Pelicans, and so now she's Lauren Holiday. The ball's dealt with by Canadian defenders. Launched quickly back in by Becky Sauerbrunn. Wambach tried to play it into the middle, but there's Buchanan to clean it up. Megan Klingenberg lets it go into touch, and we'll put it back in play for the U.S. And that ball went into touch. Klingenberg unable to keep it in play. She's one of the newer players from the United States. Just her 12th appearance here. She plays in Sweden. Her partner beside her, center back number 6, Whitney Ingen, plays in Sweden as well. A lot of the players for both sides play in the Women's Professional League here in North America. Wambach chests that one down. Back to Klingenberg, who puts it down along the near touchline. It's Rian Wilkinson tracking back for Canada. Wilkinson gets it forward to Diana Matheson. Diana Matheson, a veteran presence for Canada.
Keep wanting it, girls, come on!
The United States with a very busy calendar this year. This is their 10th match already, and we're only into the month of May. Matheson forward looking for Foligno. And beating her to the ball and guiding it to safety is Whitney Ingen. So here goes Hope Solo with her first touch on the ball. 70 career clean sheets, one behind the U.S. record of Brianna Scurry. Never present in goal for the United States over the years. Schmidt against Wambach. Ball falls to José Belanger. There's Zura Yek chasing it. The youngest player at age 17 did well. Now Matheson on the run. Good tackle there. That from Carly Lloyd. Here's Yeka, who's roaming around up there on that left side a little bit.
She does like to get forward. She's encouraged to do so, and sometimes John Herman says he has to hold the reins on her a little bit because she does like to get in those positions. It's going to be a little bit different against the United States. Obviously, she has to protect things a little bit more defensively because the U.S. are so strong in attack. One of the best in the world, if not the best.
So here's Ingen. Over to Ali Krieger. Sauerbrunn across. Klingenberg. There's Sidney LaRue. That ball goes forward, but not to any white shirt, into touch. Throw in coming from Wilkinson. Here's Buchanan.
That was very well played. She's very calm and cool, isn't she, under pressure? But she's got some of the best players in the world closing her down. She can step through them and really gives Canada that platform to get into attack, starting right from the very left.
Opportunity for Canada down the left side. That ball looked like it went across the end line, and it did. Come now for the keys to the game, and they're brought to you by Bell, proud partner of the Canadian Soccer Association.
Well, for Canada, I think, you know, team defense is something. We've got a bunch of young players playing, and the three teenagers playing in the back line. Canada needs to defend as a unit. That's done as a whole team package. They've done a lot of work in defensive parts of the game as well. Jason DeVos, former Canadian international, has done some work with them as a coach that comes in from time to help out with the building of the squad. And with the U.S., the flanks are going to be important. They have a lot of pace in the wide positions. The likes of Cheney, Sidney LaRue, Heather O'Reilly, Carly Lloyd, all these players have pace to be able to get forward and quickly.
Wilkinson. Klingenberg steps into the middle of that one. And into touch. Klingenberg for Holiday. Into the middle where Morgan Bryant still has it. This looks good with Heather O'Reilly. O'Reilly works in the middle. O'Reilly with a shot. Good save from Erin McLeod. First big save of the match, and it comes from the Canadian veteran goalkeeper of 92 appearances.
Yeah, she's brilliant in goal. Erin McLeod always has been. She's solid in the back, and you certainly need that against any team, especially the United States. You look at this, gets very isolated, doesn't she, in the 18-yard box, and O'Reilly really sort of exposes that just by shifting her weight to one side, getting a half a yard. Good strike on net. Terrific football. Good save.
Corner kick from Holiday. Away by Quinn. Kept inside the box, however. Americans still dancing around in front of the Canadian goal. Comes all the way over here to Holiday. Into the middle to LaRue. Matheson says not this time. Looked like that hit Wilkinson in the back. And the touch throw into the U.S. who are putting the pressure on right now.
Well, they had 7 people in the box on that last rush. Very confident going forward. Not afraid. They figure they got enough pace at the back to cover anybody for Canada that gets on a quick break.
Buchanan across to Matheson. Matheson running into a little trouble. That's Wambach. Long and short of it right there. Wambach, biggest player in the pitch. Matheson, the smallest. Buchanan, another collision there with Wambach. Wambach clutching her left knee. Free kick awarded to the United States.
Well, the fans aren't happy with this decision. Look, it was 6 of one, a half a dozen of the other. Khadijah Buchanan not happy with that decision. Another really dangerous spot here for the United States. They're always challenging for goalkeepers as well from this position. The ball gets there quickly. Your starting position has to be a little closer to your line. You have to depend on your defenders to clear the lines of anything whipped in around the top of the 6-yard box.
Lauren Holiday taking this has reached the century mark for appearances for the United States, and she curls that one high, well over the crossbar of Erin McLeod's goal. You know, when we talk about all these young players for Canada, Craig, from John Herdman's point of view, this isn't just some wild experiment. There's a focus here, and it's all about players they've identified as real potential for the future, and in fact for the World Cup next year.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't just a trial for, beyond, well, it is beyond the World Cup, but it is certainly with the opportunity for these players to be good enough to play in the 2015 World Cup. They've got themselves another 12 months. Even though they're just teenagers, you're going to see a learning curve that's very, very quick, as we've seen so far. So that's really it. And with Canada, between 28 and 32 years of age, they're very strong. There's a bit of a gap of quality, and then it goes really, really young. So they're testing these young players, and they figure they have the mentality and the talent to be able to be starters, potentially, in 2015.
Matheson Had 2 players on her. LaRue is one of them. LaRue can't keep that in play across the end line. And John Herdman makes no bones about it. I mean, it's looking towards the future. He's not interested in what's been going on over the last few years. It's all about the future. Basically, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results over and over again. So it's time to try some new things and look ahead.
And long term, you look at that. That's, you know, he wants Canada to have an identity, not just muscle, bomb the ball forward, pump it forward, and just hope for mistakes and pick up goals. Because Canada went through a set time when that's what they sort of relied on. They need to be able to play the ball. They need to have more skills, quality on the ball, because the best teams in the world, the United States of this world, Germany, Japan, Sweden, France, they all control the ball really, really well. And Canada has struggled against Tier 1 teams, and those are Tier 1 teams. All the rest of them, Canada competes very, very well against, but they need to make that next step. And hopefully these younger players can do so with the help of some of the senior players.
Wilkinson puts it in play. Schmidt tried to head it forward. Will continue to be Canada's ball, and Sophie Schmidt will leave this one for Wilkinson. Foligno. Another throw in for Canada. Wilkinson again. Outlet. Pick to Canada again. Schmidt chests it down. But this is LaRue for the U.S. Good tackle there by Sinclair. Well, I thought it was a good tackle. Evidently, it was a foul.
Well, Sydney LaRue turns, gets it out of her feet. Sinclair comes around the side. Terrific tackle. Well timed. 1 foot. Referee got that one wrong.
Wambach headed that one forward, but there was nobody charging into that one, so it goes cleanly and easily to McLeod. Matheson to Sinclair. Oh, now it's LaRue on the dead run the other way. Sinclair hustling to get back. In the middle, this is Morgan Bryan to Lloyd. Pardon me, that's Holiday. Back to Holiday. The near side to Megan Klingenberg. Bryan back. That's Klingenberg. He's trying to play those little 3-person triangle passing patterns. Schmidt. Close down there. So quick to close down in multiple numbers, aren't they, Greg?
Very much so. Very important on the defensive side of things to get that right as well. When you ask, when they lose the ball, get behind the ball, swarm the ball, and get the ball as quickly back as possible.
Free kick to Canada, Wilkinson. The referee, by the way, is Melissa Pastrana of Honduras this evening. Ball goes all the way to Hope Solo without touching anybody.
That was a wasteful ball. Wilkinson. Hope Solo, one of the very best in the world in the United States team. She doesn't get tested all that often. She does. She is sharp as a razor. It's a different thing playing for the United States than it's football and goal. They're so dominant against 90% of the countries.
Surayeka knocked that one forward for Foligno. Couldn't get to her. Solo didn't do very well there. And they're trying to get numbers in attack.
Commentator's kiss of death.
Yes. Holly Krieger comes back to help out there. Quinn against Wambach. Now Yeka. He's roaming around a little bit up there. Now she's trying to get back. United States in possession, but a good tackle there by Diana Matheson. Now Kadisha Buchanan. Not afraid to play with the ball. That's another thing that he likes about her. She just doesn't whoop it down the pitch.
Well, it puts you on the front foot because she's so confident everybody else can back off, make angles, find a little gaps. But she's got to learn when to play and when not to play. Just like there's a good example. She got fouled. It's a soft foul given to her, but got to make sure that you're playing in the right areas.
That was for Sinclair in the box. Back to clean it up was Engen. Touch throw in Canada. Canada given as good as they're getting right now. Lino. Canada calling for a corner kick, appealing for it, and they will get the corner kick out of that. Quarter of an hour gone, still 0-0. So Matheson will take the corner kick. Looks like there's a predetermined set play designed here. Maybe they'll call it off. Belanger comes over here to the near side. Wilkinson takes it all the way into the box. Belanger against Holiday. Canada's ball. Holiday doesn't believe it. There seems to be a little indecision there, but it will be Canada. Foligno. Buchanan, now Schmidt. Look out, here's Wambach. Wambach lays it off. And that's an interrupted pass there as well. Carly Lloyd couldn't get going anywhere. Matheson, bad pass by Matheson behind Sinclair. That's only half the story. The worst part of it is right across the touchline.
Beautiful.
Could you imagine if this was for sale?
When Canada played Norway 24 years ago here, they also played the United States in that tournament a few days later. The U.S. won by a score of 4-1 in that game at the Winnipeg Soccer Complex. Desiree Scott back to Rebecca Quinn. Ham, Christine Lilly, and the like, they scored in that game. Legends of the women's sport. Klingenberg tries to put it over the top of Wilkinson for LaRue. That was a good play by Wilkinson to get it back to McLeod. Here's Matheson. Schmidt back to Matheson. Some space in the middle to run. Lots of space on the left. She goes through the middle.
Well, that might be a case, Jared, when you see her with that amount of space, you needed a good old shout from people on the other side. And that would be Yeka and even Desiree Scott were available for the switch of play. The crowd is loud. You got to overcome that. Be clear on what you want to do and show for the ball. Canada going forward have options, though. They have the option to switch play. They're making angles for each other. When they have possession, they have either 2 or 3 options to go to. Sometimes their execution of the pass hasn't been quite spot on, but their structure is very, very good.
There's Holiday. Wambach. Buchanan is all over her. That's about the 4th time that Buchanan and Wambach have collided, and each and every time Wambach is the one who's slow to get up.
Yeah, Wambach won't like playing against that. That is terrific defending from Buchanan.
Meanwhile, the U.S. still in charge of the ball here. Lloyd across to the far side to O'Reilly. Back to Lloyd. This is Becky Sauerbrunn. Engen. Klingenberg. Back to Engen. Schmidt and Sinclair teaming up there. Foligno, oh, that's well done for Schmidt. Can Schmidt get a shot? Closed down at the end. Schmidt still with it. Boy, that golden opportunity written all over it. It never materialized at the end as Schmidt was closed down and couldn't make a play. Now LaRue for the U.S.
Oh, Wambach and Buchanan having a right old battle.
Now Buchanan comes over with a strong tackle there to knock the ball into touch. Down goes Heather O'Reilly, and she's slow to get up. Buchanan taking no prisoners in this game, and the referee Melissa Pastrana will come over and have a word with Buchanan and Wambach.
Forget having a word with her. That's incredible. That's just great defending. That challenge is perfect. That's a textbook challenge, in my opinion. Comes right across, takes the ball.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a really, really well-timed challenge.
Kadisha Buchanan stamping her name on this game right now in the first 20 minutes. LaRue. Good passing by the United States, but that pass was going nowhere. Matheson, safety first from her point of view in that situation. Throw into the U.S. with Klingenberg. Off Scott. Quick shot to the near post. McLeod is on it. Good shot coming from Holiday.
Good hands from McLeod again.
Surayeka down the left side with some space until O'Reilly comes over. Now it's Belanger. Again, two Americans closing down to win the ball on Wambach. Sauerbrunn across to Engen. Engen to LaRue. Wambach and Buchanan. This time it's Buchanan who goes to the turf, and Wambach is still complaining.
I don't think she's faced too many defenders like Buchanan at any time in her career. Forget the fact that Buchanan is only 18 years of age. I mean, it's quite incredible. Joan Herman says she's a dream to work with.
Sinclair tried to flick that on, but this will go, I think it's a throw-in, yes, to the United States. Klingenberg again. Klingenberg. Throw in for Canada, Wilkinson. As strong as this lineup is for the United States, there may be a couple of familiar names that are missing due to injury. There's no Alex Morgan here, Megan Rapinoe, both out injured. Other than that, it's about as strong a team as the United States.
Yeah, those are two world-class players, aren't they? Lots of pace again. Morgan will be the future poster girl for the United States for years to come.
Scott. Scott with it, beating LaRue. Now Buchanan. Quinn. Quinn ran into trouble there. She was bothered by LaRue, and LaRue has pace. Quinn hustling to get back. LaRue into the middle. Matheson comes back, beating Holiday to it. The noise you hear is the result of the wave making its way around Investors Group Field. Yeka, Matheson. Halfway through the first half, a lively first half. The U.S. with the best scoring chance, but Canada with plenty of possession. Plenty of the ball in the offensive zone as well.
Bobby Wambach has acres of space out here on the right, on the left flank, calling for the ball. Wilkinson now adjusting over.
Whitney Engen. Megan Klingenberg. The touch off Schmidt. Engen. Across to Becky Sauerbrunn. There's Ali Krieger. Bryan. Buchanan stepped in front of LaRue. Yeka. Scott to Buchanan. Plays it to Wilkinson. Now Schmidt. Wilkinson off Klingenberg into touch. is out with 3 American players there. Holiday across to Krieger. O'Reilly running up the right side. There's the pass for O'Reilly. Yaka has to hustle to break this up. Gets a touch on it, and off Quinn. Wambach wants a back pass, but that was no back pass.
Well, look as though Quinn took a touch, and I guess, you know, it was certainly worth an appeal. And we've seen Abby Wambach appeal before when Aaron McLeod had the ball in the Olympic Games for seeing as outside the boundaries of the rules, and the referee gave the foul. Haven't seen it before that often, and I haven't seen it since, but it certainly ended up costing Canada.
Free kick here to Canada. Wilkinson. Plays it back to Kadisha Buchanan. Now Rebecca Quinn. So far, these young Canadian defenders have held their own. They've looked really good. Scott for Foligno. Offside appeal, no go. Wilkinson. Wilkinson for the cross. There it is. It's a low one cut out easily. Schmidt now.
That final ball to let Canada down in the final third a few times, and they've got a lot of red shirts in the 18-yard box, and then the final balls poor. Scoring against the United States has never been easy for any team. But when you get in good positions, you have to make them count.
So here's Solo now. Canada has scored 36 goals all time against the United States. That's second most. Only Norway has scored more. But you're right, not many teams score against this team.
Not when it matters.
Here's LaRue. Buchanan to challenge. LaRue quickly tried to put it in front. It wasn't a very good effort by LaRue this time. Putting into play. The backup goalkeeper tonight, by the way, is the other veteran Canadian keeper, Karina LeBlanc. Wambach against Matheson. Wambach still with it. Far side to Krieger for O'Reilly. Quinn chases. It's a goal kick. Last time these teams played was in Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, at the end of January. 1-0 was the score for the United States. Sidney Leroux scored the goal in that one. Of course, they played last summer at BMO Field as well. The U.S. won that one. Desiree Scott goes all the way back to McLeod. Wilkinson flicked it on for Schmidt. Scott. He's from Winnipeg. Buchanan to Scott.
Yeah, it's a special game for her, isn't it? Desiree Scott being a local girl from this area, seeing a brand new stadium in Winnipeg. This amount of thousands of people show up for her. She's had a lot of media attention since being here. She's a fan favorite, and rightly so. She's done incredibly well in a very short period of time.
That was a good ball from Buchanan to Christine Sinclair. Now Wilkinson using that battle to Morgan Bryant. Sinclair comes back though, and that's a foul apparently on Sinclair. against Bryan. Bryan, the College Player of the Year last year, winning the Mac Herman Award at the University of Virginia.
Sinclair's won that herself.
Yes, she has. Two of them colliding in that case. Sinclair won it a few years ago. Portland. And will lead this Canadian team into the World Cup next year. Cleared by Wilkinson. Bryan across to Krieger. O'Reilly. There's the return pass for O'Reilly. Deep into the corner, Quinn. And that went off O'Reilly, so it's a goal kick. Boy, it's a big day in the Premier League on Sunday. Final day of the season. Manchester City poised to clinch the title at home at the Etihad Stadium. We'll have that game for you against West Ham United on the 4 main Sportsnet channels. Kickoff at 10 o'clock. We're on the air at 9 a.m. with a full 1-hour preview and several games from which to choose. But the key game, of course, Manchester City West Ham, with the Citizens poised to grab their second title in the last 3 years. Here's Buchanan against LaRue, thrown into the U.S.
It really has been a terrific Premier League season. So many teams have looked as though they've just had a grasp on it, at least a hand on the trophy.
I think there have been 23 lead changes during the course of the season. Incredible.
Yeah, it's astonishing. Liverpool looked as though they had it. They let it slip away, and Man City have timed it to the top of the table to perfection.
Ball knocked in front there from Holiday. Making her 100th appearance. Lloyd deflected. Sauerbrunn. Engen. Lloyd. Knocked right into Schmidt. Sinclair for Foligno. Back to Schmidt for Sinclair. Becky Sauerbrunn had position on her all the way. Free kick to the U.S. Boulanger doesn't think she did anything wrong.
I thought that was a foul, I gotta be honest with you.
You're always honest with me, Craig. There's Becky Sauerbrunn. Now she's going to leave it for Solo. Back in Buchanan, tangling again. And that one is lofted by Carly Lloyd way over everything. United States 47-3-5 all time against Canada. A team they have played more than any other country in the world. McLeod gets it across the center stripe, or to the center stripe. Yaka watches that one with a touch, throwing to Canada. Sinclair surrounded. Matheson, little space on this side. Wilkinson making the run. She get the cross in? No, but she'll win the corner kick as it went off Klingenberg. This will be Matheson taking this one. Approaching the final 10 minutes of the first half now, as we await Matheson to launch one into the box here for Canada. Buchanan! Buchanan! She has been a dynamo defensively, and at age 18, she gets her first ever goal for Canada, and it has given the red team a 1-0 lead over the white team.
How good has Buchanan been in this first half? Defensively, in the attacking zone, Canada has had one chance on net. It's off a set piece, 6 yards out. She's too strong for the United States here. She heads it to her target. Hope Solo has absolutely no chance with it. Absolutely brilliant from Buchanan.
It comes from an unlikely source. Khadijah Buchanan, the center back, up on the set piece, heads it in for the lead for Canada. She's looking down the pitch there perhaps at Ali Krieger, who got the worst of the collision because Krieger's being ushered off the pitch right now. She's obviously got hurt on that play. John Hurtman's team is in front. There's Krieger coming off. Buchanan is, well, it's a display of take no prisoners for her here tonight. It's an unfriendly friendly this game. LaRue heads it forward for Wombats. The United States not used to being behind, although they have been in games recently. Ball across, away by Wilkinson. Matheson. Belanger had nobody near her on the left side. Couldn't get the ball over to her. Wambach. Holiday. In for LaRue. That's a goal kick.
Well, here's another close look up at what's going on in the 6-yard box. Is Buchanan in there amongst a whole bunch of players. Can't really see where the injury came from, but you can see the havoc that Canada's causing in there. That was a set play, lots of movement in there, creating some openings for everybody, and it was a well-delivered cross in the box of Buchanan. Just ate it up.
Talk about the United States not being as dominant, perhaps, although domination is a relative term when you talk about this team, but they did lose 2 in a row back in the Algarve Cup. They lost to Denmark by a score of 5-3. They lost to Sweden by a score of 1-0. They've gone on a winning streak since then. But they're not as unbeatable as they once seemed to be. Canada with the lead here. Here's Holiday. Back to Klingenberg. Schmidt takes it for Canada. Misses Sinclair with a pass. It's gobbled up by Morgan Bryan. To Krieger. Wambach touches it back for Lloyd, who goes down. Schmidt with it. Ball hits the referee. That opens up maybe an opportunity for the U.S., but no, because Wilkinson steps in. Wambach across to O'Reilly. Back to Wambach. O'Reilly back to Sauerbrunn. Engen. Sauerbrunn. Now Krieger, who is obviously back on the pitch after that goal when she had to come off for a minute. LaRue. That pass there. Sinclair took it. Scott. Schmidt. Back to Scott. There's Belanger on the left.
That was the right idea. Third player run. Back to Desiree Scott trying to find it. The execution wasn't quite there, but the idea was really good. Canada in open play, trying to create some opportunities offensively. Haven't seen it quite yet. Goal came off a set play. So they can carve something out. But as far as defending goes, they've been very resilient.
Here's LaRue. A little bit of space there. Plays it off to Bryan. Krieger. Into the box. LaRue is the one who got a boot to it. There's McLeod. Friday night hockey tomorrow night on Sportsnet East, Ontario West and Pacific. North Bay against Guelph. It's game 5 of the series. Guelph leads that series 3-1. That's 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night on Sportsnet East, Ontario West and Pacific. North Bay against Guelph. Friday night hockey. Meanwhile, we've got our own version of Thursday night football going on right here. Hunkered down at Investors Group Field in Winnipeg. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Our 18-year-old Kadesha Buchanan has given Canada a 1-0 lead over the United States. Foligno knocked it across the end line. Bryan. Back to Krieger. Sauerbrunn to Engen. Scott stepped in there, couldn't keep the ball though. Look out, this is Wilkinson trying to keep pace with LaRue. LaRue back to Klingenberg. Lloyd. Holiday. Schmidt has it. Scott. Schmidt for Matheson.
Although Foligno never got the ball there, she did a really good job making a run, pushing the United States back a little bit, leaving some gaps for the players to come in to fill that hole. That'll be her job really for the secondary players like Sinclair to come in and get some space on it. She hasn't got a lot of space yet, but like what I see from Canada. Got the right ideas.
Matheson and Sinclair got their wires crossed on that one, with Matheson laying the ball deep. Sinclair did not make a run. Klingenberg. Engen. Bryan. O'Reilly. Klingenberg. LaRue wins out there against 2 Canadian players. LaRue with the ball into the middle. Holiday was unable to do anything with it.
Great cover from Quinn.
Matheson to Scott. Buchanan. Yaka. Foligno. Sinclair. Sinclair turns. Matheson. Oh, that went off the woodwork, I believe. I don't know if Solo got a touch on that or not. Wow, Canada coming close to making it 2 with a couple of minutes to go in the first half.
Well, this is more of a cross. Ends up being more of a shot. Comes in and looks as though Hope Solo gets it. Does she get a touch on it? Well, this will be a great angle of it here. She's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, slight touch and then off the crossbar. A decent position there, Solo. That was not intended to be a shot from Matheson.
The United States had one good opportunity early in the game, which was saved by McLeod, and since then, Canada's had the better chances, including the only goal from Buchanan. Canada has become stronger and stronger as this first half went on. Craig, we were thinking earlier, wondering about how this young back line, these teenagers, would do with the likes of Heather O'Reilly and Abby Wambach and Carly Lloyd running at you. Well, it hasn't turned out to be a problem yet.
Yes, I mean, the United States quite simply they're not comfortable with this, and Canada's really getting tight with them. They're letting them know they're in the game. They've gave them a few knocks from time to time. There's another one.
Buchanan again on Wambach. Does not let up. Another warning from the referee. No booking yet. Wambach slow to get to her feet.
John Herman is just waving off.
He's blocking her right now.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, that is embellishment by Abby Wambach. I tell you, there was a challenge earlier on where she did get caught a little bit, but she's trying to get Buchanan booked. and then get her booked again. She's a clever player, and she knows this referee's from Honduras, and they are the first referees to be fall for those type of things. But it has been persistent from Buchanan.
We've reached 45 minutes. Here's the free kick from Klingenberg. It's McLeod's ball to claim all the way. We're into stoppage time. Have not seen any indication yet.
That's it. Referee's
there we go. It is the whistle. So here's a look at some of the substitutes that both teams have available, brought to you by Amway. Over 50 years of helping Canadians live better lives and a proud sponsor of Canadian soccer. And we will see some substitutions in this second half, maximum of 6 for each side. Nothing, though, to begin this second half, which is about to get underway, and the crowd coming to life as well, as they are sensing maybe something special here this evening. A great first half for Canada, but a long way to go. Another 45 minutes against a very powerful team from the United States.
Yeah, we would really expect the United States to come out here and really put Canada under some pressure. That's what their goal will be. Canada will have to weather that as well. Remember to be calm and cool under those situations. Another good test for this young back line. As far as substitutes go, Alyssa Tancredi, expect to see her at some time. Foligno probably won't make the 90 minutes. Kaylee Cowell's another option that will probably be used. I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully she gets some playing time. Jessie Fleming. She is another bright spark in the Canadian program. We saw her in the under-17 World Cup. She was really excellent and controls play very, very well. She should get some playing time as well.
Here's Becky Sauerbrunn with the ball. Near side to Ali Krieger. Lloyd puts it forward to Wambach. Wambach is down on her back again. Ball went into touch. The referee wants it taken again. Surieka back to Rebecca Quinn. Quinn to Buchanan, the goal scorer. Her first ever for the national team. Wilkinson can't keep that one in play. Klingenberg quickly to put it back in play. Lloyd. Sauerbrunn. Krieger. One off the back of the foot. Another O'Reilly. Sinclair takes over. Matheson. Wilkinson. Schmidt. Matheson's offside. Investors Group Field, the home of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers as of last year. Artificial surface here. Looks like a pretty good one. Spectacular stadium at the cost of just over $200 million. Boy, they have a facility here in Winnipeg to be proud of.
It is fantastic. They've done a great job here, not only with the stadium, but with the selling of tickets and the appetite for the game. The women's game here in Winnipeg. You don't see this very many places around the world. I think per capita Canada, to say, nobody draws as well as the Canadian national women's team do.
Belanger trying to work into the middle. Couldn't quite connect with Foligno. Scott sliding tackle to win that one back. Schmidt takes a shot. Tipped over by Hope Solo. Well, I guess she didn't get a touch on it. It's a goal kick.
A good challenge by Desiree Scott. Comes out to Schmidt. She hits it. Kind of got a fingernail on it. Very, very close. But wasn't going to trouble Hope Solo from that distance. Not straight down the middle of it. It was worth an effort, though.
big collision involving Buchanan. Sinclair with the ball. That collision was on with Heather O'Reilly, who got the worst of it. It seems like every time there's a collision with Buchanan, the other player gets the worst of it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Everybody comes out of it hurt.
Buchanan with a poor touch there, however, allowing the U.S. to get an opportunity here. O'Reilly bursting down the right side. O'Reilly's cross, and there's Buchanan back.
Good recovery. She recognized that she made the mistake giving the ball away in a poor area, but she didn't dwell on it.
Well, the fastest player back is always the one who made the mistake.
Well, you hope so.
You'd hope so. You'd better be. And she certainly was there.
She's sharp.
Here's the corner kick from Lauren Holiday. Matheson. Knocked right back in by Krieger. No difficulty from McLeod. Early stages of the second half, no substitutions yet for either side. O'Reilly. Surayaka is there to watch her. Kind of a move does O'Reilly have? It's one into her in the middle on her left foot, but meets a brick wall. Sinclair.
Well, what you don't want to have is the likes of O'Reilly isolated with any player. She's a couple times when they've actually made the best opportunities have been O'Reilly in the first half when she was isolated one-on-one with Yeka. Got a good shot in. The McLeod saved really, really well. And then there, Desiree Scott recognized and got across. And helped out.
Wilkinson smartly turns to the outside instead of the inside. Schmidt. Free kick awarded to the United States.
Another dangerous position for the United States. Canada's organizing the back line and defensively has been excellent so far. This is interesting as the United States putting 2 players on top of the 6-yard box that will join in late. They're trying to draw Canada back into the 6-yard box.
That's a good one that goes in there. Oh, McLeod!
What?
That looked like it was in, and she turned around and pulled it back.
What a save. She's got a smile on her face because she gets herself out of position here, to be fair. She comes for it. She's in no man's land. And what happens, Wambach puts it right into her arms, but she's still cool enough to turn. She's in a bad position, gets back in, and holds on to it brilliantly well, right on the goal line.
Unorthodox, but successful.
Well, yeah, I mean, she wanted to come and collect that cross, but she recognized she wasn't going to get there, didn't give up on it, turned back toward the goal. Goalkeepers would give up on it that stage, and that would have been the simplest of goals for Wambach.
Wambach, who was pulled away from Christine Sinclair in the goal department. At one point, Sinclair was closing in on her. Abby Wambach with 167, most all-time, ahead of Mia Hamm at 158. Sinclair at 148, who's dropped off a little bit. Wilkinson for Foligno. Can't get there. Goal kick, Hope Solo. In terms of possible substitutions for Canada, we see Kaylin Kyle loosening up in the end zone behind Hope Solo. Not sure if that's an indication she would be the first player to come on. We'll see. Matheson. There's Wilkinson. Puts it in front for Belanger. Belanger tried to cut back, stumbled, still has it though. Good work from Jose Belanger. The ball still sitting on the line. Eventually it went over as Becky Sauerbrunn was trying to guide it across the end line. The ball looked like it didn't want to go, and eventually did.
I'm not sure it ever did. I'm not sure it ever did go across the line completely.
According to the assistant, it did, but let's have a look.
It was very close. A whole ball has to go over. It's not over there quite clearly. Maybe it's very, very close. Very, very close. Touch and go. Good battle though. Very physical. Both sides are getting stuck in when they have to.
Buchanan's header.
The women's game is night and day from it was just a decade ago. Just getting better and better.
That's cut out by Rebecca Quinn and sent forward by Buchanan, won by Sinclair for Foligno. Well, 24 years ago, Craig, 350 people came to watch the national team play in Winnipeg. That's definitely not a knock against Winnipeg, don't get me wrong. It's just how far the game has come.
Sure. But it just in that internationally, I mean, teams are getting more serious about it all the time, getting more funding and exposure, which rightly so.
Buchanan with a header to save the danger. Krieger, though. A hopeful ball there.
Let's have one more look at that McLeod save when she got herself in a bit of a bad position here as the ball's whipped in. She's coming to collect it, and then she realizes she's not going to get there. Readjust her feet so well. Look at her little smile there. She can't believe it. Yep, I'll take it. I'll take it. What a safe pair of hands she has.
And she's wondering, I wonder what Craig is saying about me right now.
Oh, I don't think so.
Here's Suriyeka.
Wow, it goes, go back, what, 2002 under 19 World Cup. She was great then too. Now she's really grown into one of the very best around.
Lloyd in for Wambach. Back to Lloyd. Well, congratulations to the city of Winnipeg and all you fans out there. 25,000 plus. We haven't got the official attendance yet, but there's only pockets of empty seats in the top corners. Other than that, a terrific job coming out to watch the national women's team. This is a terrific scene here in Winnipeg this evening. Ball into touch, throw into the U.S. on the far side, Klingenberg. Substitution. It looks like the United States will make one here. And it'll be Crystal Dunn coming into the game.
Okay. Okay.
Not yet, however, as play continues. Sauerbrunn. Krieger. Rebecca Quinn. Yeka. Nice little move there by Yeka. Back to Quinn. McLeod. There's Krieger. Holiday. That's offside. So the substitution will be made. Coming into the game will be Crystal Dunn. Coming out will be Megan Klingenberg. So Klingenberg out for Crystal Dunn, who comes back to the team after recovering from an ankle injury. This will be her first minutes for the national team of this year. So Crystal Dunn in for the U.S. Played 5 games for the United States in total for the younger newcomers for the U.S. She replaces Klingenberg, the first substitution of the match. Sinclair on the run, but we've got a whistle here, and we've got a Canadian player down.
The advantage was missed here because Sinclair's clean in on goal.
She was quick to blow the whistle, unless I didn't see exactly what happened, unless she's thinking head injury, but we'll see.
As far as that substitution goes as well, Ali Krieger is now been moved over to left side, left back, and Dunn will be right back. Here's a look at this.
It's Jonelle Foligno, It's definitely not a hit injury.
No. And then Sinclair's burst through, and the referee just hasn't spotted it.
Wow. So they're still tending to Janelle Foligno. Looks like the right leg below the knee. And so we have a moment here to wait and see the outcome of this one. The good news is she's back on her feet. So Foligno comes off momentarily. Looks like she'll be fine to come back into the game. As we get the free kick now from Diana Matheson. Was back there to head that away. Jose Belanger had a shot and was deflected. Damage is done. Damage is avoided. And Foligno comes back out onto the pitch for Canada. Solo back into play to Whitney Engen. Sauerbrunn. Foligno closing her down. Here's Dunn, the substitute. Holiday into the middle. Schmidt broke it up. Sinclair on the go. There's Foligno. Closed down by Sauerbrunn. Foligno, what's she going to do? She sends it back to Wilkinson. That's done with the clearance. Follow up by Scott. Matheson. Matheson tried to loop one into the area where there might have been a Canadian player. Turns out there wasn't. Buchanan heads that one to Wilkinson. Leroux, though, wins the ball from Wilkinson. Klingenberg, or pardon me, that's Krieger over there. Klingenberg has come out of the game. Holiday. The former Lauren Cheney, now Holiday, missing with that shot. Her 100th appearance for the United States, looking for goal number 24, should she get that. Goal kick for Aaron McLeod. Past the hour mark. Again, final day of the Premier League season. Most exciting season we've seen maybe in the history of the Premier League. The way it's gone all season long. And it looks as though Manchester City are poised to wrap up the title. A win or a draw against West Ham means there's nothing Liverpool can do about it. We'll have that game for you on the 4 main channels. 9 o'clock, 1 hour pregame show, 10 o'clock kickoff. At the end of the day, somebody will hoist the trophy, fully expecting it. That will be Manchester City. We'll see. Here's Dunn. Nice little move by Dunn. Belanger.
Canada will be making a substitution shortly. Caitlin Cowell will be coming on.
Schmidt plays it back to McLeod. There's Carly Lloyd. McLeod coming for that ball. Confident playing by McLeod there.
Yeah, decisions are excellent, and her decision making is excellent. She's so experienced. And as soon as that ball was played, it wasn't going to have the beat on it to get deep into the box, but she was off the blocks very, very quickly to come and collect. And her experience helps out these younger players at the back as well.
Yeka got herself in a little bit of trouble there, but Desiree Scott was there to help out. Yeka again finds herself in heavy traffic. Canada's ball here. Canada might make that substitution now. With Caitlin Kyle poised to come into the game. Not yet. Here we go with the substitution. So Kyle does come into the game for Jose Belanger. So Belanger's evening is over. And Caitlin Kyle comes in from Saskatoon, making her 88th appearance for Canada. Schmidt's ball cleaned up by Krieger. Matheson and Krieger racing for that one. Ball is still available. Krieger has it. Kyle getting her first mix up there along with Lauren Holiday. Desiree Scott was involved as well.
Good area to give a foul away if you're going to give one away. Canada haven't given them a moment's peace really to settle on the ball. This has been a lackluster performance from the United States from what we've seen in the past, and a lot of credit has to be given to Canada for the way they're playing against them.
That's offside. Doesn't matter. Well, there has been the odd lackluster performance by the United States recently. I pointed out a couple of losses earlier this year, and that might have contributed to the downfall of the head coach, Tom Sermanni. Different conflicting reports about what went on there behind the scenes in terms of some sort of friction.
That was Jill Harris. You just saw an interim coach for now for the United States.
Another good tackle there by Buchanan. Wambach couldn't get free. Carly Lloyd, though, wins the ball and continues her run into the box. Lloyd's ball across. Oh, and then I don't know how she missed that. Ball came straight across again. 2 Canadian players down. Rian Wilkinson and Erin McLeod. Another look at what happened here.
That was a dangerous ball, right across the 6-yard box. Little bit of a deflection there off Buchanan, I believe. It sort of put things off a little bit. Yeah, just a little touch right there. That put the ball just slightly behind.
It was Heather O'Reilly who couldn't finish it. Another substitution now for the United States. As out of the game now is Morgan Bryan, and into the game is Ali Long.
Erin McLeod is limping a little bit. She looks like she's okay. Very close call for Canada.
Another one of the young American players being tested, making her 5th appearance.
She's in the pitch right now. You can throw a carpet over her, a little blanket over all of them. Just about 20 players were within 15 yards of each other.
Ali Long, a member of the Portland Thorns of the Women's Soccer League. 18 American players play in that league. 12 Canadian players play in that league. And what a way it is for all these players to find permanent homes to keep themselves in shape, keep playing good competition. It's something that's been lacking, but not now. Schmidt forward for Sinclair. Now Schmidt puts it ahead for Fellaini, who would have been offside.
That was clever by Fellaini to stop. And let Schmidt run onto it. Now Canada gets possession back with a throw-in.
There's Kristen Press, who's into the game. So there was one we missed because Press is into the game, and that's Press with the ball there. Against Quinn. Press has it. No foul. Substitutions coming thick and fast. Again, a maximum of 6 as opposed to the 3. And Jill Ellis is making the most of it right now. That's Rebecca Quinn, who seems to be in a little bit of discomfort after that tackle by Kristen Press. Crowd coming to life here, a little more than halfway through the second half. Still just the 1 goal in the game. Collision with Lloyd and Sinclair. Free kick to Canada.
Christine Sinclair's been quiet tonight. Plenty of players haven't been, which is a breath of fresh air, but for the standards of Christine Sinclair, this has been a very quiet night for her.
Quinn launches it to the top of the box. Wind away. Scott tries to get it back in there. Scott has it again. Back to Quinn. Schmidt. Sinclair. Yeka. What's Yeka going to do here? Michael was working on against Dunn. Got it into the top of the area again. Matheson. She's displaced there by Ali Long. LaRue against Wilkinson. LaRue's ball. Scott beat Holiday to it. Matheson against Krieger.
Wilkinson stayed with LaRue the entire way down there. I thought LaRue was going to open him up, but she matched her for pace.
There's Wilkinson, gasping a little bit there after that fine run to make sure that LaRue did nothing dangerous with the ball. Throw into the U.S. with Krieger. Wilkinson against LaRue again. And it's a throw in for Canada. Good done for Matheson, but LaRue struggling to win possession and has won a free kick. Final 20 minutes now. Kadisha Buchanan's first ever goal for Canada is the difference in this game.
Well, Canada really need to keep right minds in the last 20 minutes of the game. You can't switch off for a split second. This game could turn upside down on its head very, very quickly.
No problem for Sinclair to get rid of that one. Krieger tries to turn it back the other way again. Buchanan away. Not really, though. Ball still available. And then McLeod comes to gather it. Riley with it. Buchanan. Wilkinson to Sinclair. Sauerbrunn. To Crystal Dunn. Back to Sauerbrunn. United States maybe stepping things up just a little bit here. Riley against Wilkinson. Krieger. That's LaRue with the header, but it's a soft one, and it's an easy one for McLeod to deal with.
Canada looking to make their next substitution. Melissa Tancredi's on the sideline. She's probably coming in for Foligno. Ran very tough. Tancredi's a handful as well, and her and Sinclair play well together. Although her match fitness at the present moment isn't quite there for Tancredi, but it will be in 2015. We know that.
Substitution will take place in the next moment. Meantime, an opportunity here, but there's McLeod beating Kristen Press to the ball. Stays on the field of play. So Riley into touch. Throw in for the U.S. And I think we'll have that substitution now, and it will be Foligno coming off for Melissa Tancredi. Canada makes a substitution here with a little under 17 minutes to play. So Janelle Foligno comes out of the game, and in comes Melissa Tancredi. Now, Tancredi has been away from the program for about a year attending school. She's been in chiropractic school. She'll graduate in June. And so this is her first appearance back for the national team in about a year. And so off comes Foligno, and on comes Tancredi, who's an important part of this offense. And like you point out, she's back and will be with the team next year for the World Cup.
fit as a fiddle by then. I mean, she's obviously going to school, and that's very important to her right now. When the time comes, she'll be fit to play as long as John Herman wants her to. It's done. She's picked.
Done into the corner.
Felina Watt worked very, very hard. She put a great shift into.
And so the corner kick now for the United States. Dangerous one. McLeod gets a touch. Buchanan tried to clear it. Not a very effective clearance. Quinn missed the first opportunity, then got it away the second time. But the pressure continues for the United States.
It was a little sloppy, but they got the job done in the end. A bunch of players whiffing on it. This one, McLeod was under some pressure. The U.S. player right in front of her on that particular moment gets a very important touch on it.
England tries to keep it in play. Buchanan goes into touch throwing for Canada. So the pressure subsides momentarily at least. Scott. Lloyd tries to hammer it back in. Now Wilkinson. Press against Wilkinson. Throw in Canada. Matheson. He loses out. He's done. Ali Long. Back to Sauerbrunn. England to Krieger. Will Press get there or Buchanan? Went across the end line. Cloud dashes out to make sure. LaRue. She goes down. The attack continues. Buchanan cuts it out. Matheson, that's Tancredi down the right side. Ball goes into touch.
John Herman's urging this team to get out of the back as well. Their legs are getting tired. They're starting to feel it with 13 minutes or so left.
I don't know if we're going to put the hex on it or not, but the last time Canada defeated the United States, November of 2000, 14 years ago. Canada hanging on to a 1-goal lead here with a little more than a dozen minutes remaining. Well, there you go. Sidney LaRue has just equalized for the United States.
Well, we're saying the Canadian team is starting to tire here with time running out, and they're just slowly getting back on more and more on their heels. And LaRue just gets around the back stick here, and she's really unmarked. And this house is guided into the corner. She finishes it very well with her right foot in a game where she's been very well marked in this match too, and very, very quiet for her standards as well. And this is pretty much a gift for her from 8 yards out that she slots past McLeod.
Jill Ellis, the interim coach, her second game in charge, and Sidney LaRue was equalized here for the United States. Tancredi trying to come back the other way. That'll be a goal kick. I can't believe I said the last time they beat the U.S. was 14 years ago. And just on cue, Sidney LaRue denies that, at least for now.
Well, it's not your fault, Jerry.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You can see it coming, though, you know, the way that Canada were playing. You can see John Herman, he's urging them too, so he could smell it as well, that it was coming.
Maybe something good coming here for Canada. Sinclair was down at the edge of the box. The referee looking, and there's another shot just wide.
Claire's been quiet as well, and this is a chance. She cuts in on her left foot. It's a good challenge there, but it falls nicely to her again, and she has a pop at it, which ends up going wide of the post by 3 or 4 yards. It was almost 2 straight on for her.
Becca's ball goes to Ali Krieger. Krieger to Sauerbrunn. For LaRue. LaRue heads it into open space. Quinn clears it. Crystal Dunn cut that one out for Long. Long across to Krieger. Krieger for a press. Buchanan disrupted her enough that she was unable to possess the ball. Now it's Long grabbing it. Sharp passing there from the United States until that last pass. Becca couldn't do much with it, just make sure there was no danger. Now Lloyd back to Dunn. Sauerbrunn. The Americans have come to life a little bit after that goal. In fact, they had come to life before the goal. That was rather obvious. Scott. Schmidt. Has the ball taken away from her. Entertaining match, this one. Kadisha Buchanan for Canada in the first half. Sydney LaRue for the United States in the second half. 1-1.
The U.S. going to bring on some more fresh legs in a moment.
Christy Rampone coming on. Whose ball is this? Nobody seems to know right now. Substitution first anyway, as Engen will come out of the game. And in comes the perennial captain of the United States team. That's Christy Rampone. 38 years old. And still ticking.
So more than twice the age of 3 of the Canadian backline players. And she's still one of the very best around Rampone too. She can organize, she still has pace, she has strength. At 38 years of age, she's a few years left in her still.
It's a veteran team, all right. She's 38. Wambach 33. Hope Solo 32. I think I said Wambach early in the game is 31, but she's 33. Solo 32. Carly Lloyd 31. The core of this team is in their 30s. Corner kick here for the United States. Play in the latter stages of this game has been in the Canadian end. It's a good one in there, but it's an easy one at the same time for McLeod to handle.
She makes it look easy. Are like flypaper. I mean, she's got such great hands and so confident. Her body shape is excellent. Her reading of the game, she really is in the prime of her career. She just kicked the ball from outside the box, I believe, and there's going to be a free kick to the United States right on the edge of the box. She's done this a few times, dear. She's kicking the ball, she's throwing the ball outside the box, and it's very, very close to the line, and the assistant has spotted it and given it a free kick, which absolutely should not have been. You can throw the ball from inside outside the box. That's a poor decision. Remember the one in the Olympic Games, she was called on holding on to the ball for too long. That's a call you very rarely see. Very rarely. And this one here, I have never, well, not never, but it's a rare one again. And I thought she might have got it right, the assistant, but she did not.
She never held on to the ball outside the line.
No.
Well, at any rate, it results in a free kick for the United States right at the edge of the box. Carly Lloyd looking to be most likely to take it. Lauren Holiday is there as well, but it's Lloyd. Wall does the job. Holiday with a follow-up shot right into the hands of Erin McLeod.
Let's have another look at it. Nearly cost Canada. See, she's well inside the box. That ball is free of her hands, well before the edge of the 18-yard box. But at the same time, she's asking for trouble, because I've been watching her do that a few times. I thought it was a little bit close, but the assistant's all over it, but it wasn't the right call. Really cost Canada against the U.S. again. Not an important match, but still just the same.
In unusual calls, unusual circumstances, unusual interpretations of the rulings, of the rules. However, another substitution is Sophie Schmidt comes out of the game, and into the game will be Jessie Fleming, who you mentioned earlier, Craig. Jessie Fleming is 16 years old, making her third appearance. She's from London, Ontario, and she's on the pitch now.
Don't be fooled by her size or her age. She's really, really a terrific player, way above her years.
Sura Yaka is 17, and she's been replaced on the pitch by the, well, she hasn't been replaced, but in terms of age, she's no longer the youngest player on the pitch, because that belongs to 16-year-old Jessie Fleming.
Well, they're going to have a ton of experience. Young players going into 2015 World Cup, and they're going to be very experienced young players. Yaka in a grade 11 and holding her own. More than holding her own.
Last 5 minutes of the match now, still 1-1.
Safe to say that the young players tonight, if you look at the young teenagers and the players that have played, the youngest ones have been the bright sparks. That's good news for Canada. They got to try and be able to find a way. It's very difficult in open play to create chances against the very best teams in the world. Like Germany, the United States, Japan, France. These teams are far and away the best teams in the world at the top level. So Denmark, Norway, England, Brazil, Canada can compete against.
Scott goes down under the challenge from Carly Lloyd and is still down.
Goes down awkwardly. No intent there from Lloyd. But I bet you Desiree Scott gets up and continues, because she's tough as nails.
There had been a forecast of rain in the area today. It hasn't turned out that way. In fact, the setting sun is visible in the sky now, so it's a rather nice evening. It's a little on the cool side, but not bad and dry. That's the key thing right now. Kyle lets that go through, hoping for Sinclair, but Crystal Dunn was there. Sinclair, too many players around her to get a shot away. Scott turns back this way. Scott with a little space. Nice work from Scott. Sinclair for Tancredi. Tancredi closing in. Can't get a shot. And it's a goal kick.
Just didn't fall kindly for Tancredi. Looked as though they were going to get an opportunity.
Here's Dunn. Quinn smartly lets it go.
This is when it hurts. You know, you're really tired, you run, your legs are really heavy, your mind are telling you to switch off it, but you can't.
Holiday. It's Jessie Fleming back. Back to McLeod. Kyle in the air against Sowerby. Tancredi. Sinclair couldn't quite get position on the ball against Dunn.
She's coming into the game a little bit more, Christine Sinclair, since Tancredi came on. They work well together.
They're so familiar with each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sauerbrunn passes it across to Rampone. Far side to Krieger. collision with Buchanan. Final 30 seconds of normal time. I think there will be some injury time added here because we've got a couple of holdups in the second half. We'll see.
Several substitutions as well, so there'll be 3 or 4 minutes at least, you think.
Surayeka. Oh, that had to be a handball.
Good call.
We're told there could be 5 minutes, actually, of time added on. We'll find out for sure in the next few seconds as we approach full time here at Investors Group Field. Canada won on a goal by Kadisha Buchanan in the first half. The United States won on a goal in the second half by Sydney Leroux, and we can confirm there will be 5 minutes of added time, and we've just begun that. Throw in Canada. Yaka for Tancredi. Yaka swings it into the middle to Kyle. For Scott, it was a little too far for her, but Wilkinson was able to get a toe on it. Now it's Matheson. Wilkinson, Kyle, Scott, Yaka. He's Fleming from the touch. Lofts one downfield, knocked the other way by Quinn, but in the touch again. Back play by O'Reilly. Scott. Cut out by Dunn just before it got to Sinclair. Scott. Fleming in a collision with Dunn. Free kick to the United States. And I think Carly Lloyd wanted to play the advantage there. Dunn. Lloyd. Rampone. Sauerbrunn. Yaka's under pressure from Holiday. Throw into the U.S. O'Reilly. Lloyd. Kyle from Matheson. Back to Scott, now Yaka. Matheson. Sinclair.
Both teams are really searching for the win. It's good to watch.
Yeah, nobody's holding on here right now. Who's going for it? That's for Tancredi.
First touch.
Wilkinson. Buchanan. Back to Buchanan it goes. She's going to run into the box. Buchanan with a shot, but it's an easy one for Hope Solo. She launches it one down there as far as she can for Leroux. Holiday chasing up to provide support.
End to end, a lot of space out here on the right side. Good switch of play.
And here it is for O'Reilly. Done. Shot. Dangerous moments there for Canada. That ball fell into a little bit of open space in the middle of the box, right around the penalty spot.
Everything was moving pretty slowly here. Canada's really tiring, trying to clear their lines. Blocked, getting each other's way, and then the ball gets sliced wide. But Americans with a half of opportunity, I would say.
Might have to see the Canadian training staff out here.
Not sure. Is that Wilkinson? I believe it is.
I think it is.
With Cramp running. They've worked so hard, and they haven't been playing all that much. They've had pretty much a month where they weren't doing an awful lot, so their sharpness and match fitness is going to be missing just that little bit when it comes to the 95th minute.
Their next game, by the way, will be June 18th against Germany in Vancouver. So the players will all depart the national team after this game, go to their respective clubs or school.
Her legs are on fire right now. She just can't even stand up because they're cramping so badly.
The game against Germany will be on Sportsnet in June. John Herdman marches towards the FIFA Women's World Cup 2015 in Canada. Before that, it'll be the Under-20 Women's World Cup. Of course, since several of these women in the pitch for Canada now are teenagers, they are eligible. Sura Yaka, Rebecca Quinn, Kadisha Buchanan. Jessie Fleming. And one final substitution as Robin Gale will come in here. It's Robin Gale for Wilkinson, of course. Robin Gale from Mississauga, played for the Mississauga Dixie Hearts, and now she's in here to make her 79th appearance for the national team, and it comes in the dying embers of this game. A 1-1 draw. Will it remain so? Yaka. Under pressure there from O'Reilly. Not sure what to do. They've conceded a throw in. O'Reilly back to Dunn. Scott goes down. Tancredi. Sinclair getting tugged at from behind by Rampone. Sinclair to Matheson. Matheson turns to the middle. Knocked away from her by Rampone, who had recovered. Now it's Krieger. Does well to keep the ball in play, so the United States might launch their final attack. No, sir, that's Buchanan. Buchanan goes down, and that was quite a tumble. Sidney LaRue. Robin Gale will take the free kick. Robin Gale's free kick. Sinclair cleared away. And we now have the full-time whistle. An entertaining game here at Investors Group Field. 1-1 the score.